welcome to another edition of Arizona Living. Tonight, I'm going to answer more of your questions. Stay tuned! Happy Sunday night, Zonies! Michelle's daughter! I can actually read your comment! I figured out what the hell was wrong. It was because of my blocked words. I had wife on there, so cartoon wife couldn't comment, and then I had daughter on there, so that's why you couldn't comment. So I apologize. I can see you right now, believe it or not. Months and months later, I can actually read your comments. So Zonies, I'm fired up as you can tell. I got questions to answer from earlier today. Thank you guys that actually asked the questions, and I wasn't bluffing. If I didn't get at least 5 questions, tonight wasn't gonna happen. So let's read what we got going on here. All right, first things first. I gotta wish congratulations to Spencer. Congratulations on graduating high school last Friday. Okay? Doctor Who 44X asked me to give out that shout out, and it's done. So, Danny B, let's see what Sam is cooking up for us tonight. Tila, happy Sunday Eve. Michelle, hey! Yes, I can see you, Michelle. Wet dog in a desert. Good evening, folks. Phil, hello, Sam. Michelle's daughter, oh my God, yay. Jada Quinto, happy Sunday, Sam. Zero Hex, wife and daughter, my 2 favorite search terms. Just kidding. That's great, Zero Hex, that's great. Bernie Navarro, hello. How are you? Hi from San Francisco, California. The San Francisco tree rice-a-roni. I love that crap. So, what do I have to tell you guys? Well, first off, like an hour ago, the house was not getting cold, okay? So I turned off the AC. Believe it or not, I turned off the central air unit. We have 2 zones, upstairs and downstairs. Let it sit there for a little while. It's been in the 3 digits, okay? 3-digit weather for months. The AC is overworked. So I gave it a little bit of a break, and now I turned it back on, and everything seems to be back to normal. I had the whole unit serviced a couple months ago, and the guy told me I should be changing out all my filters once a month, and I haven't been doing that. But it wasn't that long ago that he came. It was like 2 months ago. So I know I got to change out my filters. Tilas, congrats, Spencer. That's right. Rick Allen, what up? So I'm fired up, guys, because the AC's finally working, and I got questions to answer. What else did I want to talk about? It'll come to me. Oh, I know what I want to talk about before we get started. So starting tomorrow, my assault on YouTube begins. I have 26 videos. I'm going to be putting out a new video every single morning at 6 a.m. Arizona time, Pacific Standard Time. For 26 consecutive days, I'm going to have a new video dropping on this channel. Now, what are these videos? They're just snippets from these live streams, the most entertaining snippets I could find. 26 of them, that's right. And I got thumbnails coming. So it's my assault on YouTube. This better work. I better get to freaking 10,000 subscribers, all right? This is my test. It better freaking work. So do me a favor. If you get these, pass them along on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or whatever the hell you use. Because I got to get the channel to 10,000 subs. This is ridiculous already. So we got more comments here. Hoping to get that monsoon soon. That's right. Colleen May on our way to Del Taco. Roy loves Del Taco. Loves Del Taco. The monsoon, I don't know when the hell this monsoon is coming, if it's even coming. We are way overdue for it. I know pieces of Queen Creek got it, but Gilbert has not seen a freaking monsoon this year. That much I can tell you. So we are, for those of you that don't know what a monsoon is, it basically means rain, okay? A rainstorm. And sometimes the winds are bad and trees get knocked down, but we desperately need the rain, okay? Desperately. The plants need it, and the houses need to get cooled down. It's ridiculous. Go to the gym. Everyone relax. I'm here. Woo! I was scared there. Go to the gym. I'm so glad you're here. You saved the day. Thank you for coming. Oh, I was scared. So let me read the first question we got here from our friend Info Guy 1978. Does Arizona get breezes? I know it's hot for 4 months and beautiful for 8, but I've heard some people say there's very rarely wind there. Do you ever miss not having an ocean around or much water in general, like lakes? Oh, Michelle's daughter giving up the super chat. Thank you very much. I'm so happy everyone can finally see me. It's been almost a year. For you guys that don't know, Michelle's daughter is the one, I think I've shared it on this channel. If not, I'll share it now. One morning I was driving to work, okay? And I was in my car and this person next to me in the next lane over is in this big SUV. It was like a BMW SUV, if I recall. They're honking their horn at me, pointing at my car. And I'm like, what the hell? Is there something wrong with my car? So I roll down the window. I have electric windows. I don't have roll windows. I have electric window. I roll it down, and she yells, "I'm Michelle's daughter! I love your channel!" And that was on the freaking highway as we're driving. And I went a different way. I normally don't go that way to work. Now I don't go anywhere to work. I just stay home. But it was crazy. So that's why I always remember you, Michelle's daughter. I'll never forget that. You're the first Zonie to ever stop me in freaking the highway. I couldn't believe it. So good to have you here that you could actually comment live. Sour Patch, stop it. Sour Patch. All right, Vay. Okay. Darlene, hello, Sam. Finally got notification. Miss you. Good to have you here, Darlene. Wet dog in the desert, waiting for a haboob. Okay, only wanted to say boob. Very funny. Okay, Zero Hex, that's such an awesome story. It's true. It was like a BMW SUV, right? I remember it was fancy. Maybe it was Infinity. I don't know. It was a fancy car, Michelle. That's all I remember. I'm not really a car guy. But since then, I got a different car now. I'm no longer in a little Corolla. Now I have a minivan. Cartoon Wife is here too. Look at that. I got him to fix it. I couldn't chat either. See, I'm not making it up. For a long time, she couldn't chat either. It was my blocked words. That's what it was. All right. So answering Info Guy 1978's question. Okay. What's up, Miss Maria C? Shout to Sour Patch from Tucson. So he asked basically, cool breezes. Do I miss lakes? There's not too much cold breezes in the Phoenix Valley. If you go out to like Lake Havasu where there's a lake, you get more of a breeze. Not so much in the Phoenix Valley. Once in a blue moon, do I miss lakes? Hell yes. Now, I'm not really an outdoorsy type person, but I definitely miss the landscape of Jersey. That much I could tell you. Another person saying, hello, roadside lounging. Hi, Sour Patch. Sour Patch is really the star of the show. And Phil and Tila, and Cartoon Wife, me, I'm just a nobody. I don't know why I even come on here. People are thanking Cartoon Wife at the end of last episode. I'm like, what the hell? She's downstairs in the nice air conditioning, and I'm upstairs. It's freaking hotter than balls up here, dealing with technical issues, and she's getting the credit, Cartoon Wife. Darlene, do you think there'll be another lockdown? How's it looking there? The numbers are definitely coming down there, Darlene. They're definitely coming down, but we're not where we were at before Memorial Day. It's still not good. It's trending down. People are actually wearing masks in Arizona, but it's not where it needs to be. I still don't feel comfortable going out. We have to wear masks. We have to, because there's ordinances now. We have to wear masks out in public. People don't have a freaking choice for the most part, unless they want to get a big fine. But it's coming down. We're not there yet. Hopefully, beginning of next year. I'm just calling it like it is. This is not going away this year. I don't see the numbers being where they need to be for us to go back to life as normal. I'm thinking early next year, 2021. That's just what I'm thinking. And it sounds like it's far away. It's really not. It's like 3.5 months away. It's not that far from now. Oh, look at that. Colleen May, we saw a Toll Brother model today. 1.375 million. You have to add all those decimals. 1.375 million. For those playing at home, that's $1,375,000. Holy crap. Why are you and Alex looking at mansions over there, Colleen? Oh, my own. I saw a place. It was by what I call Little Utah. On what the hell? I don't know the name of the street, but it's in Gilbert. It's where those potato silos are, you know what I mean, on Higley. And there was a place called Camelot. They wanted $800,000 for a house. $800,000. And it wasn't much different than what we're getting in freaking Queen Creek. Holy crap. Okay, Cartoon Wife, it's so hot up there. Maybe I'll be in the room with him in the new house. The new house is going to be a single level. Darlene, are boutiques open and people shopping? I don't know. I don't go teaking. I used to do teaking in Jersey. I used to go to Pennsylvania and go teaking. Not so much here. I honestly can't tell you what's open and what's closed. I can tell you the gyms are still closed. That much I know. But I bought something from Walmart yesterday, and it's like a little stepper. It's like it's a little exercise thing for you to just step and I need to do that. I need to lose some pounds. I got to do more beach body too. But I got to get more physical. That's for sure. I missed a couple things over here, guys. Things moving. Cray R, the Thomas and Friends fan. I'm Spencer. Hey, Spencer, congratulations. Hey, graduated high school, guys. Hey, everybody, wish Spencer congratulations. Okay, what I miss over here? Let's see. Did I get everything? Yo, Jose B, what's up, my friend? All right, so I answered Info Guy's question. It's true. We don't get much of a breeze over here in the Phoenix Valley, and I definitely miss the freaking landscape of Jersey. That is for damn sure. Tila, all in caps. This must be important. Sam, if you got to the dance floor, what would you say be your signature move? Don't say you don't dance. I don't dance, but back in the day, I don't dance currently, okay? But back in the day, okay, believe it or not, I used to be able to do a split like Van Damme. Believe it, like Claude Van Damme. I used to be able to do a split. So one time I went to this, I think it was a wedding. Was it a wedding or a quinceañera? It might have been a quinceañera, but it was real fancy in Mexico. And this is when I was a lot younger. I mean, way like 20 plus years ago. So I was dancing and I did a split, and everyone's mouth just dropped. But I can't do splits no more. I tried years ago, before, like around the time I met Cartoon Wife, and I hurt myself real bad. Really, really bad. I hurt myself trying to do a split. Yeah, it's a young man's game. I'm too old for that crap. To answer your question, I don't really dance, okay? Maybe you can see me doing the Macarena, all right? That's about it. I don't even remember how it goes. Like this, I don't know. Something like that, all right? You happy now? You happy? Okay, let's see here. I'm going to do the show comment here. Okay, there you go. Thanks, man. Check out my channel, guys. Cray R, the Thomas and Friends fan. Doctor Who, haboob, haboob. Miss Marie, okay, what do you think of Glendale? Miss Marie, I have a whole video devoted to Glendale on my channel. If you go to the main page of my channel, click on the playlist called Arizona City Tours, and you can click on Glendale. The whole freaking city tour. What do I think about it? That's where the stadium's at. I'm not a big fan. You know, the guy who does my tattoos, Rico, he's out there. He does good work. But as in terms of a city, I'm not thrilled with the city of Glendale. That's just my opinion. So check out that video if you want to see me actually being in the city and telling you play by play. But thank you for the question there. Miguel Hernandez, what up, buddy? Danny B, if Sam came out to the show Cheers, he would be the character Norm because he knows a lot of facts. I wouldn't say I know facts, but thank you. I appreciate that. Tila, we have to teach you the electric slide. I've seen the electric slide. I don't think I've ever done the electric slide. Or if I did it, I did it really bad. Unfortunately, I've been to a lot of weddings. A lot of weddings. And I hate weddings. I prefer funerals, okay? And this is going to get me in trouble. But I prefer funerals. You know why? You know why? Because over 50% of the time, you go into a wedding, they end up in divorce, okay? Over 50% of the time. And yes, I want my gift back. Okay, you go into a funeral, it's game over. They ain't coming back. So there's no do-overs, all right? So funerals are forever, and marriages are, we'll see what happens, you know? So that's why I prefer funerals over freaking weddings. You know, and weddings, but let me explain something to you. When I moved here, and I explained this to Cartoon Wife, she did not understand. This is a cultural thing. Where I'm from, when you go to a wedding, there's no registry. You come with an envelope, okay? And you ask them up front, in advance, how much is it per plate? If they tell you it's $50 a plate, right? And you're bringing your date, your wife, whoever, that, you know, you got to give a minimum of $100 in that envelope. Minimum. Over here in Arizona, they don't do that crap. They don't do that at all. And that just floored me. So I told this to Cartoon Wife, and she didn't believe me. And I tell her all sorts of stuff. She thinks I make up words like marron and oy vey and all these things that I say that I'm accustomed to. She thinks I make up. And this whole thing with the envelope, she thought I was making up. And it's the truth. I'm thirsty. I've been going off for a while now, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, Michelle Hernandez, I'm be moving to Seville and Gilbert in September. How is it living at that location? I know nothing about Seville. Is Seville like an apartment thing? I don't know what Seville. I don't know. Maybe Cartoon Wife could chime in. I don't know Seville. Jose laughing your ass off. Cartoon wife with the face like this. All right. So yeah, I don't like weddings. I really don't. This year, I'm supposed to go to 2 weddings. Okay, one in Havasu, which I think happens this Monday actually, and we're not going obviously. You ever have a wedding happening on a Monday? I've never heard of that. They must get some serious discount. But Cartoon Wife's cousin, I think, was getting married this Monday, tomorrow, and we ain't going, obviously. And then my first cousin's wedding in Jersey I was supposed to go to. We ain't going to that either, because I don't want to be on a plane, with this whole COVID thing. More comments here. Wet dog in the desert. Never heard of the envelope thing. Maybe it's just a New York, New Jersey thing, but I swear to you, that's how we do it over there. We always ask, how much is it per plate? Always. It's like a normal thing. Normal. And then when Cartoon Wife's sister was getting married and I asked the question, how much is it per plate? They looked at me like I had 5 heads. It's the truth, though. That's how we do it over there. Danny B. Oy vey is common Yiddish on the Big Bang Theory show and Seinfeld. It's not, this is what we say where I'm from. This is not a TV thing. This is what we say. There's tons of terms, Urban Dictionary terms that we say. Like, I say things different. Like, for example, what's like food, I'll say things like mozzarella. It's not called, it's mozzarella. That's how we pronounce it over there, mozzarella. And also the salami caprese. I think it's called, is it caprese? I forgot what it's called, but we call it gabagool. There's different words over there for different things. I think it's capicola. That's it. Capicola salami stuff we call gabagool. There's different words. I came from a very Italian neighborhood, and that's how we talked. So, and there's a ton of slang I could go and throw at you, but I'm not going to bother. Cartoon Wife thinks I make it all up. And then we'll watch TV, like Jersey Shore or something, and she'll hear them say it the same way I say it. And she goes, I don't believe it. It's true. So everything I tell her is freaking true. Tila, I went to a Friday wedding once, went after work. Cartoon Wife, no, the wedding is the day before our anniversary. Oh, shit, when's our anniversary? I always get in trouble, guys. I forget the anniversary. I think it's September 29th, I think. I could be wrong, I think. Let's see. But Darlene, what's your wifey's real name? I hate calling her Cartoon Wife. I want to send her something pretty soon. Look, she goes by Cartoon Wife because she does not want her face disclosed on the show. If you watch some of my videos that are like vlogs, I do a really poor job covering her up, so you could probably see what she looks like. But she does not want to be unmasked. I know Retired 2019 offered a bounty of $125 if I show Cartoon Wife's face on here. She ain't gonna do it for $125. So maybe in the real house, our next house, she'll actually sit next to me off camera. But she ain't coming upstairs right now. It's too hot for her. Cartoon Wife, I don't really think it matters. I don't really think he makes it up. I just give him crap. That's what Cartoon Wife said. Okay. Danny B, in some Mexican weddings, we have a tradition of dancing with the bride and then pinning money to her dress. Northern Mexican tradition. Well, I've been to some white weddings where they do this dollar dance thing where you dance with either the husband or the bride, and you're supposed to give them money as you dance with them. Something like that. I don't know. To dance with them. So somebody's holding like an envelope, and you got to give them money in order to dance with the bride or groom. So I've seen that. Not in Jersey, but I've seen it here in Arizona. Tila, at Danny B, that's a cool tradition. You're back, Diesel! Diesel, I keep butchering how you say your name. Diesel, I think it's Diesel. I could be wrong, but I like your questions. Bring them on. Bring on some good questions. Okay, Tila and Phil, they need some competition. So, all right, so I got lots of questions, guys. I went a little off today when I first started. I might have blown a gasket because I was fired up about the air conditioning issue we were having. Ashley Yu, have you visited Sonora Desert Museum in Tucson? I did not go to the museum, but I did go to the Sonoran Desert in Tucson. And it was hot as balls. And they have a lot of cacti. But yeah, that's all I know. Cartoon Wife, we did the dollar dance at our wedding. I don't even remember that. Our wedding was a freaking blur. I don't remember nothing. And no, I didn't drink. It was super fast, And the only one regret I have is photography, because it was at night. And so Cartoon Wife's cousins were kind enough to do it for us, even though they weren't professional photographers. And they warned us about this up front. but it just was too dark and the pictures didn't come out so good. But that's not on them. That's on us because we were being cheap and we didn't hire real photographers. So, they did their best. But hey, if I could go back in time and change one thing about my wedding, that's what it would be. I would have gotten like a legit pro photographer. Otherwise, our wedding was great. And it was cheap, bro. We paid $4,000, and that included the tux rentals and her dress and everything. It was $4,000 total, everything, $4,000. All right. So we kept it at a tight budget, and I counted every freaking penny. It was $4,000. Try doing that, okay? So yeah, you know how I roll. I was frugal. So let's move on to another question that was previously asked. Daniel Bedoy. Sam, have you ever heard of a mega drought? It happens every so often. That is why I'm thinking twice about moving to Arizona. Do you guys have enough water for so many people? I've heard many stories about our water deficit here in Arizona, and I've also heard stories about California. And we don't have a problem at this point. I'm not a fortune teller. I don't have a crystal ball. As far as I know, the water situation is okay right now. But I've heard multiple stories saying it's okay to all the way that it's crisis situation. So personally, I don't see that being an issue for the next foreseeable future. Maybe in another 10 years. I don't know. But for me, it's not a concern for me. I don't lose sleep at night over it, to be honest with you. Now, I don't drink the tap. We buy bottles of water from Walmart or Costco. But, we have no issues showering, no issues with anything. We don't have like real grass anymore. We got fake grass. I don't need to be worried about watering outside. But I wouldn't be concerned about it, to be honest with you. I mean, San Diego, they've been saying they're going to run out of water, all of California, and they're fine. So I wouldn't worry about it. Colleen, I don't like our pictures either. I seen your pictures, Colleen. Your pictures are a lot nicer than mine. Cartoon wife, we did the... Okay, we already said that. So, let's see here. Phil, question from you. Sam, I'm an accountant analyst by profession, so my job entails lots of spreadsheets, calculations, and variance analysis. Fancy words there, Phil. I often talk out loud as I'm working resolving a problem. Tila thought I was nuts when she first heard me. Well, Phil, brah, I do the same damn thing. I'm an analyst, not like your kind of analyst. I'm an analyst in the legal world, and I sit by myself. Well, back when I used to work by myself, when I used to go to the office, okay, I pretty much sat by myself in a corner. I have a corner cubicle, and it's big. It's big like an office, but it doesn't have a door. Stop! Sour Patch. I used to have an office, but anyway, I don't mind it because the offices in Phoenix get too damn hot anyway, with the windows right there. But I do miss the view of the helicopters because the helicopters, you see them taking off and from the the hospitals. But at any rate, I like my cubicle and I'm all by myself. So for the most part, I would talk to myself all day long. I would talk to myself, and so it's not weird at all. Now I'm working from home downstairs in the dining room, and I talk to myself a little bit, but not nearly as much as when I was in the office. I would forever talk to myself, and to be honest, I would curse a lot. I'd be like, son of a bitch. I would curse like a sailor. But I don't so much do it too much. Cartoon wife could correct me. I don't think I do it too much anymore. I know I do it once in a while, but not too much. When we first started working from home, I was automatically cursing, and she stopped me real quick because her job all revolved around being on the phone. And I heard her apologize to somebody once. I'm sorry, my husband's from New York, because I said something really bad out loud, which obviously I can't repeat here on YouTube. So I hope that answers your question there, Phil. I think it's perfectly normal to talk to yourself if you don't have people around you to communicate with, right next to you. Oh, look at this. The stream has been moving. What did I miss? iBoo Sparky, thinking of moving to AZ from Cali. Just found your channel. Welcome to the Zonies Club. Wet dog in the desert. There's water for sale in every supermarket. That is true. And alcohol. Let's see here. Eric Gamez, Verado or Estrella Mountain? Well, the only thing I know about Estrella Mountain is that Cartoon Wife went to their community college over there. Verado, I would say Verado. Verado's real pretty, but it's expensive. But the thing is with Estrella Mountain, it's right next to Goodyear. So Goodyear's okay. I would say if you're you got the money and you're a baller, I would choose Verado. If you're more conscientious with your budget, then I would go Estrella Mountain. There you go. Jose P. at Phil, same here. I'm a CPA with same issues. I, Bruce Sparky, is Chandler a good area? Yes, Chandler is a very good area. It's neighbors to Gilbert. It's on the east side. It's very, very desirable, Chandler. Let's see. Patricia P. Do you guys see my question? Sam doesn't. Patricia P. I see your question right there. So I don't know what you asked earlier that I didn't see. Let me see. I'm going to scroll up real quick. I don't see any questions for you previously, Patricia P. But I do see that comment, obviously. So I am not ignoring you, Patricia P. I'm reading your comment right here. Desal, what form of government do you advocate for? Republic or what? Autocracy, etc. Also, no offense, but the more accurate pronunciation is Dezol. Thank you for correcting me. Dezol. Okay, Dezol. Dazel, thank you. I names are very important to me, so I don't go around purposely butchering people's names. So Dazel, to answer your question, which is a political question, and this is not a political channel, but I answer your question anyway, right after I drink this. Okay, now you're asking me what form of government I advocate for. I don't advocate for any sort of form of government, but I will tell you, I am a former right-wing Republican. Former. I am not a Democrat now. I am independent, okay? But I gotta tell you, I watch both sides, okay? I watch Fox News, and I also watch MSNBC. Cartoon Wife is lefty. I'm independent, okay? Like I said, I used to be right-wing Republican. I used to go to church every Sunday, and I was all about owning my own business and screw everybody else. If there was a choice of what to do with $1 million between buying a tank or feeding people, back then I would have chose the tank, okay? So I understand the mindset of the right-wing Republicans. I get the mindset. But now, I'm compassionate, okay? I've seen both sides of the fence, and now I say use that $1 million to feed the people, okay? Am I for big business and people making money? Absolutely. But you have to have a heart. Not everyone is as fortunate as, some others. And so I'm more compassionate now, and I don't want to associate with being a right-wing Republican. I think Fox News is hysterical. You watch this, what they actually are saying, what they're trying to pass off as real news. I think it's better than the Comedy Channel. I think it's hysterical. But again, I am not affiliated with either party. I don't have any particular alliance. But guess who I'm voting for come November, right? You know who I'm voting for. And it's not Trump, okay? I think it's hysterical. When we go to Queen Creek, there's this guy on the side of the road selling Trump merch, and he's black. I think that is hysterical. The other day, I said to Cartoon Wife, can we pull over and I interview him? I think it would make a great YouTube episode. And she was like, no, don't you dare get out this car and interview him. So I thought it would be funny, but Cartoon Wife said no. So I'm not going to lie. I thought about doing it behind her back when she's not in the car so I don't get in trouble. But she's obviously watching this. But yeah. I know there's been tons of different types of governments out in history. Every government comes and falls. Will the American government fall one day? Who knows? All I can tell you is this. I am not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm independent, and I call it like I see it. I am not a parrot. I don't watch something and just repeat it. I think about it, and that's what I have to say to all those people that are brainwashed watching Fox News. How is it? One channel is the only channel in the world telling the truth, and everybody else is lying, right? Everybody else is lying. That one channel, common sense. Just turn off the stupid TV and think for a minute. Is what the president's saying, does it make any freaking sense whatsoever? No, it doesn't. I'll fast forward it for you. I'll save you the time. You don't even have to think. It's stupidity. And the shame of this is I used to be a fan of Trump. The Apprentice used to be one of my favorite TV shows. I even have the doll, the Donald Trump doll that says you're fired. I was a huge fan of his, but he's ridiculous. It's time for him to leave office. Time for him to give up the chair and let somebody else. Now, Biden, am I the biggest Biden fan? No. I think he's going to die any day. He looks like he's on his last leg. He looks ancient. He looks in worse shape than Trump does. But you know what? He's going to get a strong VP, and we're going to have another president after him shortly thereafter. So I don't play sides, all right? I call it like I see it. You got me all fired up now, Dazel, okay? And yeah, I said it right this time. So thanks for your question. All right, well, we have more questions over here. Holy crap. Okay, there we go. Cartoon Wife, he talks himself a tongue. Bruce Sparky, what up? Mag Boy, do you speak to yourself a lot? I answer back. Yes, Mag Boy, I do answer back. Absolutely. I talk to myself, well, back when we were in the regular office, I would talk to myself all the time, and I had several neighbors leave. They would change desks, I think partially because I would talk to myself, and I would curse a lot, Mag Boy. And so HR has never come to me to ask me to stop cursing, but I definitely did my share of cursing in the office. Bruce Sparky, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Okay, there you go. How much is a nice house with a pool? I got $250 cash. Well, I gotta be honest with you. I would highly recommend, if you got $250 and you're looking for a nice house with a pool, I'm gonna recommend 2 areas for you in the Phoenix Valley. Number 1, Buckeye on the west side, and number 2, Santan Valley on the east side. Anything else is gonna cost you a freaking fortune, and $250 is not gonna buy you nothing. Maybe Apache Junction, but you're gonna definitely need to get away from the Phoenix Valley, go more to the outskirts to get anything for $250. I mean, anything. Prices have soared thanks to the Californians invading the Phoenix Valley. So that's just the truth. It's gone ridiculous. Ridiculous. I can't believe how much houses are going for here. This is the desert. It's the desert. And prices are ridiculous. But thank you, Californians. I appreciate how much my current house has gone up in value, which is what is going to allow me to get Cartoon Wife's next house in Queen Creek next year. Let's see. Miguel, laughing your ass off. Tila, let's all hit that like button. Hit the like button, everybody. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. The more likes I get, the more likely YouTube is to promote it to other people. So thank you, Tila. I appreciate it. The Figure Collector 149. Here's a question. Being that you live in Arizona, which is retirement home for a lot of old people, is this your ideal retirement home, or do you have others? Our next home we're going to purchase, if I understand your question, the next home we're going to purchase in Queen Creek, we're having it built. It's going to be ready around March of next year. That is going to be our forever home. Unless, for some weird reason, Cartoon Wife actually agrees to move to New Jersey like I want, Queen Creek is going to be our forever home. We're getting her dream house built. It's going to have a pool. The only thing we don't have the funds for right now is landscaping in the back. We'll get that done down the line. But everything else pretty much is exactly what the hell she wants. So we are spending a freaking fortune on this goddamn thing, and it's going to be our forever home as far as we could tell for right now. In terms of retiring, what areas I would recommend, I would say Maricopa, the city of Maricopa. There's not much to do there. They got a casino, they have a movie theater, they got golf, and they got most of the stores you would need. If you're going to stay put and not be traveling much, Maricopa, the city of Maricopa is definitely geared toward retirees. Also, Sun City, which is northwest Phoenix. Sun City, I call it God's waiting room because everyone there is just waiting to die. They're all old. It's a great place to buy a used car because you have people that only drive on Sundays. They're all ancient. You know, the car might smell like mothballs, but you're going to get a good deal, guys. So, I hope that answers your question. I would check out Maricopa if you're looking to retire in the Phoenix area. It's not exactly the Phoenix Valley, but it's going to be more bang for your buck. So, more questions over here, guys. Danny B. Sam, when your blood pressure goes up, I worry. What do you mean you worry? You don't have to worry there. My blood pressure's just fine right now. Eric Demes, I hear Phoenix area has the highest rent and house increases in the nation, probably due to all the people coming from Cali, myself included. That's right, Eric. Prices have freaking soared over here like crazy. You know, while we're talking about that, and before I forget, I want to talk about the A-Team. If you're looking for real estate here in the Phoenix Valley, this is who you need to call. Janet and Gabby, the A-Team, 602-376-0739. Sometimes I forget to plug them, so when it comes to mine, I gotta plug them because they're the sponsors of this show. It's only right that I plug the A-Team. So more questions over here, guys. Speaking of pizza, do you bite the slice from the pointy end or the crust end? Tila, really? Dazel must have really gotten under your skin if you're asking crazy ass questions like this. You and Phil are like, oh, what are we gonna ask him today? And so, really, I bite it like a normal person. I start with the pointy end. What kind of question is that? My own. And yes, I fold the pizza like a true New Yorker. I fold the pizza. That's how I roll. Oh, you're firing me up with these questions here. Michelle's daughter, $250 won't be enough. Sorry, that's right, Michelle. That's like just twice the price of your car, Michelle. We know how you roll. You driving some fancy car. So, wedding. I keep saying wedding. Wet dog in the desert. What? People bite the crust end? Apparently, Michelle. Right. Good down payment. $250 is a good down payment. You're funny, Michelle. I'm glad we got that settled. Hey, retired 2019. What up, my friend? Phil. Oh, by the way, Cartoon Wife said no. She's not taking you up on your offer for $125 to be shown on camera. No, sorry. Ibu Sparky. Why Gilbert? Gilbert is one of the nicest cities in the Phoenix Valley. It has the least crime, and it's like basically the new Scottsdale. That's what I've heard repeatedly. People here are affluent. The Costco in Gilbert, it makes the most money out of all the Costcos in the whole state of Arizona, I've been told. So people in Gilbert have money, it's affluent, and they maintain the area. It looks nice, and it has low crime compared to most. Is it 100% crime free? Absolutely not, because I live in Gilbert, and I get all the alerts on my phone about gunshots and possible thefts and everything else. It's not perfect, but compared to all the crappy cities, Gilbert is the cream of the crap, all right? So I'm just going to put it like that. Let's see here. Scott Jackson, what is a cartoon wife? Scott, this is like one of the biggest questions I get. Why do you call your wife cartoon wife? I call her cartoon wife because she does not want her face shown on the show. So whenever I would have her in one of my videos, I would put a cartoon over her. For example, on the video where we went to the Grand Canyon, I put a cartoon of a moose over her, right? That's why she's called Cartoon Wife, because depending on what the show is about, I put a different cartoon over her face so you guys don't see her, because she likes her privacy. So there you go. That's why she's known as Cartoon Wife. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm fired up today. I've been going. I need to calm down and drink. You know, I don't even like this drink anymore. I'm going to get some regular water. I got regular water right here, guys. All right. Let me drink this instead. All right, let's go. More questions here, guys. Okay, Michelle's daughter at Ibrew. It's beautiful and affordable. I believe she's talking about Gilbert. Tila at Wet Dog in the desert. You would be surprised. I've seen it a bunch. I'm a pointy end person. You've seen people eat pizza from the crust end? What kind of people are you hanging out with there, Tila? I know it's not Phil. Phil's my boy. Phil's not going to be eating the freaking crust first. No way. Not Phil. Patricia P. So, Tucson area is more affordable, huh? Yeah, there's a reason why it's more affordable there, Patricia P. Think about it. Why would a place be more affordable? Because people don't want to live there. Ew. Ibu Sparky, gonna check out Gilbert. Good. Okay. The figure collector 149. For some reason, before I knew the states. What? I said it to what? Okay, you're asking if Arizona is similar to South Carolina, North Carolina, or Georgia. No, Arizona is completely different. Completely different. I've been to Atlanta. I've been to North Carolina, South Carolina. You know, it's none like those places. None at all. No, you need to come out here and experience it for yourself. I'm telling you right now, ain't nothing like those places. Let's see here. Go to the gym. I'll be in Gilbert in 2 weeks. You're excited. That's awesome. Go to the gym. That's cool. Miguel Hernandez, what's the best pizza out there? I got two favorites, my friend. Number one, Venezia's Pizza. I like them. And number two, I like Grimaldi's. Grimaldi's is a chain. It's like more of a a brick oven type pizza. It's fancy, but those are my two favorite pizzas. Are they New York, Brooklyn style? No, but there's still some good damn pizza. And yes, I do like Costco pizza too. But those are just my opinions. Retired 2019, no problem, Cartoon Wife. I'll blow the 125 on wine and barbecue. I'm sure there'll be a lot money better well spent for you there. More enjoyable than just seeing Cartoon Wife unmasked. Go to the gym, Attila Things. Ashley, you in Santan Valley, a safe place to visit. Is it affordable to buy a house? Santan Valley is perfectly fine. It's further down than Queen Creek. Houses are slightly less expensive there because of the additional commute time to Phoenix proper. But it's perfectly fine. It's just not as built up, but it's perfectly fine. You go check it out. Cartoon Wife at Retired 2019. I think that's a good idea. You'll enjoy it more. I just said that. Okay, I just said that. So, okay, Retired 2019. Sam, we had an earthquake in North Carolina. Weird. You know, with the whole global warming and everything else going on, it doesn't surprise me one bit. All sorts of craziness. I don't know if you remember, like 2 years ago, they had an earthquake in Brooklyn, New York, too. You know, my grandmother felt it. It was just weird stuff is happening all around the world. You know, weird stuff. Okay, let's go. Phil, you got that right about eating pizza, Sam. That's right. You start with the pointy end. What are you, a savage there, Tila? Starting with the crust end? Are you crazy? Okay. C&J Maine, I'll become patron if you say something nice about Disneyland. I do have a Patreon, guys. If you go to patreon.com/Arizona Living, I don't know how many I have right now. I don't give them enough love as I should, but I'm not saying nothing nice about Disneyland. I mean, the only thing nice, okay, I'll say something nice. It's relatively small in comparison to Disney World, so you can actually walk it in one day. You don't feel like you have to walk a mile between each ride. That's the only nice thing I'm going to say. Everything is overpriced. I hate the damn mouse. I don't like Donald Duck either. I think it's a ripoff, and I freaking Cartoon Wife has expensive freaking Disney purses. She's a Disney fanatic. The kid's a Disney fanatic too. They have Disney freaking everywhere. Everywhere in my house is freaking Disney stuff. Like Mickey Mouse took a dump everywhere. I hate Mickey Mouse. I hate the mouse. Down with the mouse. So all I'm gonna say about Disneyland is that it's smaller than Disney World. That's it. That's all you're gonna get from me. All right. I don't care if you join Patreon or not, because that's how I roll. So I hope you do, but I'm not gonna beg anybody to join Patreon. But if you guys want to support the channel, other than doing super chats, feel free to join Patreon. I go once in a while. I don't do it as much as I should. Once in a while, I record videos just for the Patreon people where I go off on YouTube and stuff that I don't necessarily want to share with the whole channel. For example, one of the last videos I posted there were the selections I did for our new house we're making, So anyway, let's move on with the questions here, guys. You know I hate the mouse. You had to get me fired up there, C&J Maine. You had to get me fired up about the mouse. You know what they did at work? Because, some of you, the people who watch this, I work with, they every morning we have like a team huddle via the web, and they all put on Disney hats. The mouse ears, and they did it to make fun of me because they all know I hate the mouse. So, I don't like the mouse, all right? I don't like the damn mouse. He pisses me off. Let's move on here, guys. Let's see. Is weed legal? And if you have a green card, yeah, and I don't mean a green card like illegal alien. I mean, they have these green cards, and there's tons of weed dispensaries throughout the Phoenix Valley. So yeah, you can legally purchase marijuana here, for sure. Okay. I missed some stuff over here. Danny B, yeah, we need to get Sam to wear a Musketeer outfit. I ain't doing that crap. Okay, very funny. I'm not doing no MICKEY bullshit. The Figure Collector 149. Have you ever been to Hawaii? No, I have not. However, I've been to the Caribbean many times. I hear Hawaii is completely different. I have not been there yet. And my mom too is a freaking Disney fanatic. And she's a member of the DVC, the Disney Vacation Club, where, you get points every year. And so she can have access to the Hawaii thing too. I'm just not into Disney. I don't like the mouse. I don't like the mouse at all. I get very upset about the damn mouse. Okay, Dazel, was there ever an addiction you eventually forfeited? Ooh, I like that question. Was there ever an addiction I forfeited? I've never been an alcoholic. It's just not for me. I don't like drinking. I used to smoke, but not cigarettes. I would get the little mini. Let's see if I even have any. I might have some here. Let's see. Oh, here we go, guys. Okay, here we go. I used to smoke these things, the Fisher Sweets. They're little mini cigars, like cigaritos, whatever you call them. And I used to cut them in half. So I used to smoke those, but I don't do that no more. This is old. This is like ancient. This is really, really, really old. I've just had it in my drawer forever. I haven't thrown it away. I wouldn't actually smoke these, but drinking, I don't really drink. I might have a shot of limoncello once in a while. I used to play video games. I weaned myself away from that. I used to watch nonstop Netflix. I rated over 1,000 videos. I stopped doing that. But no, I haven't had any real crazy things that I could tell you I've been able to wean myself away from, to be honest with you. But yeah, I don't smoke anymore, and I really don't. It's rare I drink. Very rare. It's just not for me. Okay, let's see here. Phil. Callie sharing earthquake love. Very funny. Retired 2019. Sam, I'm going to read your dating book and join Match.com. Retired 2019. You've been saying you're going to read my book for like weeks now. It's a 15-minute read. I promise you. It is a really, really, really quick read. You can, while you're taking a dump, you can get through the book. I promise. It's a short book. Okay? Please, for the next time I stream, you got to read the book by then. I promise you. It's a quick read and it's enjoyable. Okay? So you got to read the book. Match.com, I'm sure, has changed since I created that book. For you guys don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I've written several books. Okay, I'm an Amazon best-selling author. Big deal. But one book I wrote, it's an ebook called 1,000 Women in 30 Days, and basically it's the formula that I figured out through trial and error to gain Match.com, and ultimately that's how I was able to meet Cartoon Wife. It's a way to expedite the process because I was frustrated that I had my profile up and I felt like it was fishing, and I was waiting and nothing was happening. So I figured out a way to fish with dynamite and get all the fish to jump on board my boat. Okay, so that's what we're talking about here. So retired 2019, bought my ebook. It was only like $1, and he's gonna read it and join Match and try to do my secret super evil plan, my SSEP to meet women in the Phoenix Valley. So good luck to you, but I promise you, it's an enjoyable read. It's a quick read, 15 minutes. If it takes you longer than 15 minutes, it's because you stopped. Okay, more questions here, guys. You guys are busy tonight. Wow, Maron. And look, we've been going now 48 minutes. I haven't even gotten to half the questions you guys previously asked. And I'm curious what the temperature is because I had to turn off the AC earlier. Let's see. Right now it's 100 degrees outside, and in this room it's 89. I'm going to the Nest app right now because I'm fancy like that. Upstairs is 81, downstairs is 81 as well. It's getting better. It's taking a long ass time, but it's getting better. All right, let me drink some more water here. And we may have to end this early today, guys. But there is one more thing I want to share with you guys. All right, hold on one second. I'm going to share that one thing. I'm gonna blast through all the stuff that you guys asked. Blast through the questions. What's up, Rory? Oh, really? Rory knows I don't want her on camera anymore. Look what she brought me. She brought me freaking Mickey Mouse ears. Here you go. I wear my goddamn Mickey Mouse ears. And who is this? Who's this character? I forget her name. Who's the character? Elsa. Oh, this is Elsa. And I'm wearing the Mickey ears. All right. I'm a good sport. Here. Take this stupid. How much does this goddamn thing cost? Hold on. There's a tag. I'm gonna tell you how much this freaking thing costs. Hopefully. Oh, of course. Mickey Mouse doesn't put the price. Of course not, because it has the tag, right? I figure this had to be at least $40. At least $40. $40, I'm sure, guys. Here. Goodbye. Bye-bye. I love you. Goodbye. Okay. Let me take a sip of this. I'm gonna do lightning round. Oh, before I do that, there's a story I want to share with you guys. Okay, so you guys know I promote Nature Zone on this channel. Nature Zone is pest control in the Phoenix Valley. I've been using them for years, and they are not sponsored. I promote them because I truly believe in their service. They've been nothing but great with us. Well, my brother-in-law, he sent this picture today. Yes, Cartoon Wife, I'm going to show it. My brother-in-law, he tried another service, not Nature Zone, and he said that they didn't work, so he starts spraying himself. He has freaking scorpions in his house. He found this one in his living room. He has 2 small children, and he doesn't listen to me. He refuses to use Nature Zone. I've told him I don't know how many times. Yeah, he might have tried some other company, but he didn't try Nature Zone. So he forever has scorpions in his house. That's the guy that found a baby scorpion in his beard. Yeah, if it were me, you best believe I would have tried Nature Zone by now. But no. He wants to be the big shot and try spraying himself. No. Yeah. So he's going to continue to get freaking scorpions. So the moral of the lesson is, contact Nature Zone if you move here, if you don't want to have cucarachas or scorpions in your house. Okay? So yes, Cartoon Wife, I did just share that picture with everybody. Okay? That's how I roll. Now I'm going to take a sip of this, and I'm going to read the rest. It's going to be lightning round. I'm going to read everything as fast as I can. It's 51 minutes in, and I want to be done with this in like 9-10 minutes. All right? I want to keep it to about an hour. So I'm going to drink this, and we're going to blaze through the questions, both the previously asked questions and whatever's in the chat right now. We're going to end this thing. All right? So let's go. Let's do it. We're going hyper speed in 1 second. There you go. Let's do this, Zonies. We're going lightning round, okay? Here we go. Let's see. Okay. Patricia P. Epcot is much better than Disney. I've been to Epcot. It sucks too. Let's see here. Retired 2019. Guys, hit that like button. Support Sam's channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So, retired 2019. Sam, what's your favorite snack? I love food. I love to eat. That's my thing. I love to eat. Do I have a favorite snack? Not really. I don't have a favorite snack. I love bananas. Let's just go with that. Go bananas, right? Okay. Hawaii's too expensive. To go to Cancun, way better. There you go. Arizona shouldn't be landlocked. I'd swap Oregon or Washington State with Arizona. Like, seriously, it's one of the hottest states ever. Do you agree? I've been to both. I've been to Portland and I've been to Seattle many times. I prefer Portland. But the problem with Portland, it freaking rains like every single day. Same thing with Seattle. Rains nonstop. I would be depressed if I lived in that weather all the time. I do love that it's by the ocean. That I love. But I don't want to deal with the rain every day. You know, the rain's depressing. Tila, Sam, would you wear the mouse ears on a live stream for you say 200? I just did. I just wore the mouse ears. Okay? Very funny. I just did that. Okay, Desert Dreams. In your experience, what type of flooring and cabinetry do some builders include in the base price before upgrading? They don't do white. I'll tell you that. They don't do white. And this is now our second home we're purchasing, so I have some experience with that. And like the one we're getting now, we paid for the upgrade for shaker cabinets. I think they look the same goddamn way the other ones look. But I can't really explain. I'm not a cabinet guy. But they don't do white. White, you got to pay an arm and a leg if you want white cabinets for whatever reason. They charge an arm and a leg for it. So that's all I can tell you. Anarchy 1 TV. The Fall Guy filed an episode downtown next to the PU license safety building. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know that show, Fall Guy. Michelle's daughter. Oh my God, I would die. It's 68 degrees in my house. Right now it's 89. 89 in the bootleg studio, friends. Cartoon Wife at Desert Dreams. It's very standard to see 12 by 12 tiles in wet areas. Usually very standard beige and cream colors and cheap carpet. The cabinets are usually standard and no upcharges for stains. And Magboy, bah. Okay, Sparky, what do you think of Florida? What do I think of Florida? I've been to Florida God knows how many times because my mom forced me to see the damn mouse 9 consecutive years. It's freaking humid and they have oranges. That's what I think about Florida. And it's another God's waiting room. You know, most of the people who live in Florida are from New York, you know, and a lot of people from New York and Florida. So that's all I got to say about Florida. Okay. Desert Dreams. Thank you, Cartoon Wife. I noticed on the builder websites, there aren't any specifications. No, they won't give you any of those specs. And when you go to the freaking models, the models are pimped out. Pimped out. That is not what the house is going to look like base. Tell you that much. Okay, let's see. How's the Squaw Peak area these days? I have no idea. I don't go up there. Desert Dreams. Okay, hold on. Danny B, sorry, I almost missed your question. South of Prescott, there is a lot of affordable land. Any idea how difficult it would be to connect to the electrical grid or sewer lines? No idea. You need to speak to somebody that does that for a living before purchasing that land, obviously. But yeah, I love the Prescott area. It's gorgeous up there. If I could afford to just work from home, definitely. But the problem with that area is there's no jobs and it's very expensive in the Prescott area. So good luck. That'd be awesome if you're able to buy some land and build something out there. Doctor Who 44X, I'm with you. I don't think the mouse land very favorable overpriced. Definitely. Okay, Desert Dreams. When I get to AZ next year, we'll definitely be using Nature Zone. I'm scared to death of scorpions. Cartoon Wife. Pesquisqua Peak. Squaw Peak is no more. I don't know. C&J Main. New water ears. Patron is good. Good sport. Anarchy. Lived on Glen Rosa. You know, here's a funny thing, all right? My kid, her name is Aurora, and that's for two reasons. Number one, for you Disney fanatics, you all know Sleeping Beauty's real name is Aurora. And she had a nickname of Rose, so that's my kid's name, Aurora Rose. Cartoon Wife is such a Disney fanatic, she always dreamed of naming her kid after the goddamn Disney character, Sleeping Beauty. So I couldn't say no because Aurora is a family name. So I couldn't say no. So that's why our kid's name is Aurora, because it's a family name, and it's my mom's name, my grandma's name, and it's also the name of the stupid Disney princess. So that's why our kid's name is Aurora. I got a tattoo, I'm not going to show you because I'm in my underwear, of Aurora on my leg because I'm that manly, okay? It has pink in it and I don't care. So I've shown pictures of what it looks like on this channel before, and yeah, that's why my kid's name is named Aurora, because they're both freaking Disney fanatics, including my mom too. Okay, here we go, guys. Okay, thoughts on Eminem. I love Eminem. Eminem, the rapper. I love Eminem. He's freaking awesome. Yeah, I love Eminem. He's a good guy. So let me go on to the questions that were previously asked. Again, I'm still in fast mode right now. And Dazel, are you a student of history and or philosophy? Kinda. I'm a shitty student, but I love Napoleonic history. I have a whole shelf full of Napoleon books and memorabilia. I even have a piece of Napoleon's hair. Okay, I got it from Mr. Hair on eBay. So you know it's a fact. It's this small. You blink, you miss it. It's this small. But I got a piece of Napoleon's hair. Okay, so I love Napoleonic history. And in terms of philosophy, I've been trying to get more and more into Stoicism and that method of thinking. But I'm not really a student. I'm intrigued by it. Okay, I'm intrigued. So I hope that answered your question there, Dazel. Cartoon Wife. I've been stung by a scorpion, had a rental home that was infested years ago. It hurt, but it's not the end of the world if you're not allergic. All right, guys, let's go. I'm going to read the questions that were previously asked. I'm up to date on the live stream. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. I must have missed something here. Tila, hey, retired 2019. Big spender, $300. Where do you see that? I must have missed something. Damn it, I must have missed something. I don't know why she would have said that to retire 2019. I don't know. Whatever. All right. Well, whatever. Okay, I must have missed something, guys. But it happens. Sometimes I don't see comments. Sometimes, for whatever reason, I just don't see them at all. For whatever reason. Okay, Desert Dreams. Cartoon Wife. I would freak out and probably move back to Chicago if he got stung by a scorpion. Scorpions are real small. They're not real big here. They're relatively small. So let me read these comments. Drink some of this, which I'm not the biggest fan of this flavor, wild cherry. I'm not the biggest fan of this one. And I'm going to read the previously asked questions. We're at 59 minutes right now. And we're going to wrap this up, guys, because after all, it is Sunday night. A lot of us have to go to work in the morning. In fact, tomorrow morning, I have a dental appointment. I'm going to get my teeth cleaned. So it's right by my office. I have to stop by the office to drop something off for someone, and then I need to go to my dentist appointment at 7 a.m. and then I hope to be done at 8 so I can race my ass back home at 9 to be at my desk to start working at 9. So I'd have a dental appointment in the morning. Colleen, what should we watch next on Netflix? All right, I got something for you. I just watched this show with Cartoon Wife called, how's it called? Cursed. It's called Cursed, and it's a different type of take on the story of King Arthur, Camelot. So I'm not going to ruin it for you. But it's a completely... I'm fascinated by the story of King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table. It's a completely different spin on it. And I've seen lots of different spins on it. You'll like it, I think. It's called Cursed on Netflix. So if you haven't seen Ragnarok, I highly recommend you check out Ragnarok. And I'm not talking about the Marvel movie with Thor. It's a show that takes place present day, and it's all like in Sweden, and it's all voiced over. So you hear English, but that's not the native tongue they're speaking. And it's about this kid that moves to this area, and he starts developing powers of Thor. Now, he doesn't wear a cape, he can't fly, but then he discovers there's these bad guys in town that are evil and have powers, and so he starts developing his powers, and he goes up against the evil family. And I like that show, Ragnarok, and I'm also going to recommend Cursed, both on Netflix. And of course, you got The Boys coming. If you're Amazon Prime members, The Boys Season 2 is coming. So I love the first season. I'm looking forward to the next season, which I believe starts September. But as you guys know, my favorite show is 90 Day Fiancé. Yes, it's a girly show. I love 90 Day Fiancé and all the various flavors of 90 Day Fiancé. Cartoon Wife and I also love Jersey Shore, which is off season right now. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about my favorite shows right now. Okay. Desert Dreams, Cartoon Wife, do you think I would be able to get the realtor to check the history on the house to see if it's been sprayed regularly? I don't think that would be on record, to tell you the truth. But you ask Cartoon Wife, not me. Colleen, okay, thanks, guys. All right, guys, I'm going to take a sip of this, and then I'm going to read the questions that were previously asked. Lightning round. We're already past the hour, the top of the hour, from me being on. It's already 8:31. I'm going to drink this and do that, and then we're out, okay? Let's do this. And here's Sour Patch. Sour Patch is here. Everyone loves Sour Patch. There's Sour Patch, the star of the freaking show. Sour Patch right there. All right. I don't like this flavor, wild cherry. All right. Cartoon Wife agreed with me. It's not something that's probably reported. There you go. Patricia P. Kalani and Asalu. Asalu, he is a lazy ass, you know? He's lazy. I'm not going to talk about them. All right. Let's move on to the questions because most people don't know who the hell we're talking about with 90 Day Fiancé characters. So let's move on to more questions here. Okay. Phil, if you could go back in time and speak to your younger self, what advice would you give? Oh, Dazel, Phil and Tila are back. They're back. They're coming for you, Dazel. You got to come up with better questions. So, Phil, what would I tell my self? All right. I would give myself this advice. Don't get married to the first wife because I'm in my second marriage and the first wife was evil. She was freaking out of her mind crazy. And all the clues were there. And I purposely did not pick up on them. All the clues were there. She was out of her freaking bird. And I was married to her. We were together for 14 years. And that was 14 years too many. So we were married for 9, together for 14 total. And we were together for 5 years prior to getting married. So I shouldn't have married her. That's something I would go back in time and tell myself. Don't marry her. So that's the only real thing I would change. Okay, Phil? So let's move on to the next question. So, Tila, Sam, what's the first thing you would do when the zombie apocalypse breaks out? First thing I would do is grab Rory and Cartoon Wife and my mom, my stepdad, and, you know, get them all in the car and head off to wherever is going to be safe. Because safety first, right? I don't have a good answer for you there. Daniel Bedoy, Sam, have you heard the phrase right to work state? I ask because I wonder about job security in Arizona. Out here in Cali, we can't be fired if we miss a lot of time because of an illness. I just wonder how quickly people can be let go in Arizona. Well, Daniel, I spoke to Cartoon Wife because HR is her thing. I asked her, what is this whole right to work thing? And she told me all it means is that you cannot be forced to join a union. Arizona doesn't have state laws, so the companies practice federal laws. So you have nothing to worry about in terms of them just firing you for no reason. There's laws here because they have to follow the federal rules. That whole right to work thing has to do with unions. That's as per Cartoon Wife, who's an HR professional. There you go. Next, let's move on, guys. We're cracking this down. Phil, Sam, what are your thoughts on reincarnation? Ooh, that's a good one, Phil. I believe in reincarnation. I feel back in the day, I might have been one of Napoleon's soldiers. My ex-wife used to tell me that I was once a mob boss in Chicago, and I burnt her alive in a car. That's what the wife number one told me once. She also said I used to be an Indian, you know, not dot Indian, feather Indian. She said I used to be a feather Indian back in the day. So anyway, she's all about that reincarnation crap. So anyway, that's why I learned a little bit about it from her. So I hope that answers your question. Yes, I believe in reincarnation. Phil, any updates on the new house? Yes, we're going to get the pool after all, and we're meeting with a guy later this week, the actual foreman, and I hope to get more of a solid answer on when the house is going to be completed. I'm thinking it might be late February, early March, but we'll see. So that's the latest update there. Cindy Girl, 41. If you could take one thing from New York City that Arizona doesn't have and transfer it to Arizona, what would it be? I'm going to say the landscape. And with the landscape also comes the seasons. I would love to have real lakes and real trees and beaches, you know, but obviously Arizona is landlocked. There's no real beaches here. And there's just crappy trees. You don't have pine or any big trees unless you drive north for several hours, like Flagstaff. So yeah, I'm going to say the landscape. That's definitely my answer there. So guys, we're all caught up on the questions that were previously asked. I'm going to see what you guys said on the live stream, and then I'm going to wrap this up in a nice big red bow, and we're out of here. All right, let's see what I missed, guys. Okay, Colleen, we just finished Love on the Spectrum and Indian Matchmaker. Both awesome. I've never heard of either show. Cartoon Wife, Kalani is awesome. I follow her on Instagram, and we've corresponded back and forth. Cartoon Wife loves to friend people from 90 Day Fiance on Facebook, and now apparently Instagram. I had no idea she was communicating with them. You know, what's funny is with 90 Day Fiance, there was this one couple, I forget their names, but the guy was from Jersey, and I called him the troll because the wife was completely repulsed by him, and eventually he won her over, so I call him the OG troll, and I'm like the second troll from Jersey. But okay, let's see. Sour Patch is chilling. That's right, retired 2019. Colleen, to younger self, dump him and move on. Cartoon Wife, no company will fire you for no reason unless they want a labor claim lawsuit. Danny B at Cartoon Wife, well, thank you for that answer. Colleen, Sam, have you read Many Lives, Many Masters? No, I have not. Like I said, I'm a very bad student. I have some interest in philosophy and history, but I don't really read. I just watch videos and whatnot. But guys, we're caught up. I've read all the questions that were previously asked. I believe I read everything that was on the live stream. If I missed your question, I apologize. I'm pretty sure I got everything, but I could be wrong. So that concludes this edition. Oh, hold on. Cartoon Wife, this was Married at First Sight. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. All right, whatever. That concludes the Sunday edition of Arizona Living. Again, guys, tomorrow, my onslaught of YouTube begins 6 a.m. Pacific every day for 26 days. You're going to see a new video posted on this channel. So please show some love. Put thumbs on those videos. Pass them off to your friends. They're real short. They're just snippets of these longer live streams, all right? So, like I said, like, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. Till next time!